I'm not calling. No pleading, no begging your pardon. As long as you're here, I'll be alone no more. I'll be alone no more.
Damn, that young lady just put in some work. Man, I had to meet her at like 5:30 in the morning. She woke me up like, Shelly, this is the time I work out. So if you want to get this video, you got to come in and meet me at the gym. So I did. But let me tell you about my guest. Her name is Myra Lopez. She's a vegan, she's a fitness athlete, and she's also the designer. And when I say designer, she has a clothing line called Vegan Beast, which we'll get to later on in this episode. But she made these changes initially because of her health, but now it's affected her physically, mentally, and spiritually. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my next guest, Myra Lopez. Hey, what's going on, you guys? I'm Shelly, and I'm here with a special guest again. This time, I have Myra Lopez, and she is vegan, but not just a vegan. She's also a fitness competitor, and she does a lot of outdoor activities. Today, we want to talk about and get over some of the myths of what happens when you become vegan, and if you could still be an athlete like yourself. And not only that, she's also started a clothing line. So we'll tap into that as well and kind of just put her out there so you guys can get to know someone that's in the vegan community doing great things. So, hello.
Hi. How's everyone doing? My name is Myra. I go by Fitness Myra on IG. Go ahead and add me on Instagram.
So, first question. Most people think okay, it's definitely a lifestyle change. I did some research before I met you, but what made you choose to go vegan?
Honestly, about 5 years ago, I went in for a woman's, checkup. Okay. And so the test results, stated that I had pre-cervical cancer. And so then right there, it just basically blew my mind. I was scared, nervous. I'm like, what is this? How did I get this? And so I did a lot of research. My doctor, I'm not supposed to, tell you guys her name, but she's actually, Indian, and she is actually vegan as well. So she wanted to hit me hey, you need to do more research about your vegan diet. So
for your health journey, it was more of a holistic and more natural approach.
Yes.
Okay, so outside of that, what were other doctors telling you? What were the options put on the table for you before you took the more vegan route?
So there's two options. There was basically doing removing the white cells from my cervix. And if I did not do that, then it would basically cause me not to have children, any more children down the road. And so it freaked me out.
Right.
Yeah. So then I did a lot of research after that. I did not want to go that route, take any medication. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go a different route in regards to, eating better and a clean diet.
Okay. So most people some people do it for health reasons. Some people are looking for a lifestyle change, and typically that's weight loss, and that's usually the biggest thing. And then there's what you're then there's the other people that are vegan that are just hey, we don't want the whole cruelty to animals and what it does to the planet and stuff like that. Yes. So for you particularly, it was this is a health change that I had to make.
Exactly, yes.
Now, how long from the time that you were diagnosed to the time that you're cured right now, that I can assume? So what was the time frame, and what was that like for you, on your journey?
So with me, I had to meet with a nutritionist. His name is Dr. John Cotton. He's actually in Lafayette. I went to go meet with him. We did a whole muscle testing on my body. From there, I started taking a lot of his herbs. Okay. And he basically wrote down a clean plant-based diet for me, and then I followed it. Lost 20 pounds.
Okay, that 20-pound loss. So everybody's gonna be they're gonna be hold up, damn, that's 20 pounds. Yes. How long did that take?
That took me literally 2 months.
2 months, and was that okay? Were you strict in your regimen as far as how your ass works out a lot, lot right now? Were you like that, or were you just an everyday person that still was in the fitness?
I was working out, but not really intense. Mm-hmm. I was doing more of a cardio base and following a strict plant-based diet. Nothing that I consume came from a package. Everything was super fresh. Mm-hmm. I would go to the produce store twice a day, get my fresh food, and everything that I used to eat in package form, processed, I basically did not eat.
How did the like grocery stores change to you when like your mind got off all this like processed and typical stuff that we get? Like how does the grocery store look to you now? Like for someone that's becoming vegan or actually looking into making this change, like how are your eyes now when you walk in the store?
So the first place that I actually go to, instead of the cereal aisle, I go straight to the produce aisle.
Yeah.
I basically always have more produce, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables in my cart than anything in my cart that is processed that comes from a package.
Okay. And as far as like options now, do you see like your normal like Save Mart or whatever grocery stores in your guys' particular area? Or is this something where you still have to focus on like a Sprouts, a Whole Foods, a Trader Joe's? Like how is it like as far as shopping?
Yeah, I used to go to Walmart. I don't as much, no offense.
Okay.
But I started shopping at Trader Joe's, Sprouts, whole base, stores, farmers market, because after I did more research in regards to how, produce is made, from GMO, which is genetically modified organisms, I started doing more research about my produce and what's actually GMO and what's actually fresh, organic.
You guys, just speaking with this girl for even just this small amount of time has made me extremely curious about some of the things she said. So I went to the American Cancer Society webpage, and that's where you can find also a lot of valuable information as to what she's talking about. So I did some research as far as food and cancer, and there's some valuable studies out there that represent what she's saying is extremely accurate. So I did some research, and I know she spoke about cervical cancer, but I also ran across some information regarding ovarian cancer that I want to share with you guys as well. So please take a moment and view the statistics that are going across the screen. Also, the thing that we're going to with meat and things like that and greenhouse gases, we also got to think about things in more of an environmental point, So sit right here. I'm going to get back into this interview and let Myra give you guys more information. This is like the biggest thing. Like some people are saying, okay, how do you get all your nutrients from being vegan, right? The biggest thing you hear people complain about, they'll talk about how I'm going to get my protein. They'll talk about vitamin deficiency. Some people will say, I've heard people complain about potential bone density loss because there's not enough calcium in the diet. I've also talked to people where they said they're afraid to go vegan because they're really into sports. But then there's also like an entire group of individuals now, like there's actually documentaries out there, you guys, where pro athletes have completely gone vegan and they claim, right, this is all self, that it's actually improved their performance. Yes. So for you personally, are you one of those people, or where are you at with it?
Yes, I definitely agree. Like, I don't know if you guys watched the documentary, The Game Changers.
Right, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes, okay. So I've seen a big difference in regards to weightlifting on a vegan diet, and even in performance. Mm-hmm. Like when I do my boot camps at Strong Mind, Strong Body, I'm always the first person to finish my, my boot camps. I'm very, very, very competitive.
Okay.
And it's just my performance has increased, mm-hmm. Like I was never able to lift heavy as I am now. I'm able to recover quicker, after, a hard, workout. I'm more energized. I literally hit the gym sometimes 3 to 4 times a day. And this is on a plant-based diet, and I don't take any pills or anything.
Okay. So no supplementation.
So no pre-workouts or anything. It's
and
all natural.
And then 3 to 4 times she's talking about she is like getting ready for comp, you guys. So don't be like, damn, I don't know if that's doable for me. Like this is an athlete I'm talking to. So for you, once a day or maybe a few times a week is healthy. All of our health needs are totally different, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so that you've done that, you made those changes, and then you're a mother. So did you make a change for the household, or did you make a change for yourself?
Honestly, my daughter is 11, so she does have her opinions, and she does not eat chicken, not because of me. It's just she never liked the texture of chicken. Okay. She feels like it tastes like rubber. That's her opinion.
Right. I'm like,
yeah.
I eat hella chicken.
Yeah.
Culturally.
Exactly. So I didn't force that diet upon her. I, of course, she watched some documentaries with me, and I informed her of the cruelty, of course, and the health risk of, eating, meat and dairy. She is lactose intolerant, so she does not consume any dairy, but she does eat fish.
Right. See, and that's the big one, the whole lactose thing. And just for you guys knowing, like, did a little research. So typically in like America and European countries, like our bodies have developed the ability to handle like lactose. But then in like the Asian countries and stuff like that, their bodies aren't. But they also haven't like infused that within their typical diets.
Exactly. Some people don't have enough enzymes to break down the lactose.
Right. So a lot of people have not evolved to the point where they can handle it. Like me personally, I don't do it. Like I do more almond milks and coconut milks and things like that. But that works with me. I love ice cream, but then that's like a flip of a coin. So I have to like be like, damn, is it that good to eat it, or should I leave it alone?
Yes.
Now, the cruelty thing, that's a huge issue. And I think that's where you see like the most activists take place with the vegan community.
Yes, that is correct.
Was that something that like impacted you, or for you it was like you said, it was just all hell?
It has impacted me because when you start to realize that, the world that we live in right now, with the pollution, the global warming, it has a whole, side effect in regards to people eating meat. It's because of these, farm and, environments where they're causing a lot of, chemical reactions to our air that we breathe in. Now, things are being dropped from the airplanes, to our, fields that we actually grow our vegetables from, and we consume them, and people don't realize what they're actually eating, breathing, and that, my sister actually lives in Brentwood, and I don't know if you looked up Brentwood statistics in regards to a lot of the population out there are having these type of cancer side effects. It's because of the air that they are breathing due to like the farm industry out there in that environment. So it's just crazy, people don't realize these things, when they do eventually end up getting cancer, and it's not genetically, it's because of the population and the environment in that area. Consume, right? Exactly.
Okay, so I've also seen, I was just watching some people online, and they were talking about how with cigarette packets, there's all kinds of warnings and alcohol and things like that. What they were pushing for, the vegan community was pushing for, saying that like there should be warnings on meat products.
Exactly.
And it's like, so your answer would say you feel the same way?
Yes, yeah, because a lot of people are not very knowledgeable in what they, put in their body. There's a lot of, things that occur behind the scenes, and things are not actually being exposed to social media or, the news, is because they're hiding things. And eventually, people that do expose these things end up going missing.
Yeah. No, yeah. I just watched one the whole shot. Yeah. Okay, so then another thing too, you guys, like I've seen so speaking of that, right?
Yeah.
So what she's talking about is like, let's just be realistic. There's like these massive slaughterhouses, whether it's like chicken, whether it's pigs, whether it's cows and things like that. So a lot of the times we're seeing these packages where you're like farm raised or this is grazed, and it's like this pretty ass picture of a pasture in the sunshine. And it's typically not done that way. What we're looking at is just like mass slaughterings. And then even from what I just found out, I don't know if you knew that. So with the whole dairy cow situation, like these cows are milked to the point that when it's time for then when they die, that's when the meat is used. Yes. Now, some people will argue and say, well, okay, well, you're exhausting the possibility with the resource with that particular animal. And then some people are like, well, hell, they're stressed out too. So they're actually not living longer lives. So it's like, it's hard, I'm still a mediator, I'm telling you guys, but I'm open to like some various changes in my life. Plus I love my dog Enzo, you know what I mean? So I'm like, no animal cruelty for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But those things, man. So it's like, okay, now the next step is going to be, what are options for someone like you? You just went from being, like the rest of us, normal, routine, and then like you go around. Now there's still restaurants that exist. There's still fast food that exists. So how did that affect you going out and like where you choose to eat?
Honestly, when I do go out, I I look at the menu online and if I do well and I don't look at the menu, there's always an option where I could, like a salad, for instance. Like a lot of restaurants, they always have salads, or vegetables, So I'm not super picky in particular about, going out to eat because I know there's going to be something available for me. But you will not see me at a steakhouse,
Gotcha. Not even for like a baked potato or nothing? And good company?
Well, maybe, yeah.
And tequila,
maybe baked potato and some, steam.
Vegetables, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because you're not doing cheese, you're not doing sour cream. Butter is also.
Yes, no butter.
Yeah, my life would totally change. Like, you should see my refrigerator and my cabinets. It's like everything you don't eat.
I don't want to see it.
No, I do have some Trader Joe's salad bags. That's like that quick stuff I throw out real quick.
Yeah.
Well, that does change things. Okay, and then there's the other people that are like, oh, the lifestyle changes too much. So there's people out there that typically drink. They still like a cocktail here and there. Like, what are you able to drink?
I personally, I don't drink as much as I used to because I work out a lot now.
Okay.
And when I do drink, it's probably like a glass of wine or, vodka.
So wine, vodka, and tequila are so good. Oh, that's like everything on my list.
Yeah, and I drink, just to socialize, or special events, of course. But other than that, like, you will not see me at home drinking by myself. So
if you're talking to someone that's going to try this for the first time and you want to reach out to them, like, what encouragement or what can you tell them to expect?
Honestly, everybody's body is different. So you have to, learn your body and just try a variety of different foods, like you mentioned before, people state that they are scared to transition to a vegan diet because of, their nutrition and their vitamins intake. But it's just, you get everything that you need on a plant-based diet. A lot of us, even people that actually eat meat are low deficiency in B12,
Yeah, the B vitamins. Right?
Exactly. Okay. And so it's not just people that are vegan. With me, I do take, B12 liquid vitamin, which is,
I do too.
super organic, and also vitamin D, because you have to take both in order for it to.
And then what about your calcium though?
Calcium, so I do vitamin D and then B12, and then I also do folic acid, which repairs your DNA.
Okay.
And those, and iron. And iron, yeah. Yeah, because sometimes I don't get enough like green vegetables in my diet. It's because right now I'm all prep, but if I was not on prep, I would be able to consume more produce, of course. But consuming,
that was a huge one too. How in the hell did you get used to the amount of food that you guys eat for your nutritional needs?
Yeah.
I have like seen just recently like a comparison of somebody that was like a typical, like into fitness, bodybuilding, whatever, and like it's because they have meat and stuff.
Yes.
And then what you guys have to consume to get the same amount of calories.
Exactly.
How did that change for you?
I just, to me, like I could get full of a big salad.
Do you feel like you're eating all day?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm full because I'm not just eating grains on my salad. I'm adding garbanzo beans. I eat lentils, which is like the highest protein intake, for vegans, I'm eating beans. Like, I'm eating all of these foods that actually already have protein in it, so you don't have to get it from soy products. You can literally just get it from, organic foods.
Now, with you being, and everybody's always concerned because of like overall health and, our skin, our hair is one. Did you notice any changes as far as like your skin goes, your hair and stuff like that? Like, what about like, typically people have allergens or get allergies, or like they have a routine with getting sick. Are you getting sick less? Like, are those things, have they all been affected?
Yes, it's crazy because I just feel like my immune system is super stronger. Like, I literally got a haircut like a month ago, and my hair grew like probably like 3 inches.
Okay. Yeah. So for you beauty people out there, skin, hair, those type of things, it makes a difference.
Yes, I have no bumps on my face, you guys. I know I'm wearing makeup right now, which is from Trader Joe's, and my hair products are from Trader Joe's.
Oh, so all right. So even with your like cosmetology products and stuff too, you've even switched over to that. Like no animal. Wow.
Yeah. Even I believe. Kat. She's created her new vegan makeup brand, and it's actually in at Ultra Lounge, Ultra Makeup Beauty,
Okay.
as well as Anastasia. I actually order vegan makeup from her online, so I'm wearing her products right now, actually.
Nice.
So, a lot of makeup artists are going that route as well for people that don't want to wear, animal products on their face.
Okay, I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. So you also started something. I want to give her like a little plug right now. So she just started. Her website is veganbeast.net.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
So she's doing apparel for you ladies at this point, and it's all related to like the culture that you guys in and the community of being a vegan. So what enticed you and what made you go through that? Because I know it's a lot of hard work.
Yes.
So what made you put together a clothing line?
So 3 years ago, I did SF Motor. I told my friend, hey, I want you to make me a shirt that says Vegan Beast.
Mm-hmm.
And her name is Miranda, by the way. And so she was like, okay, Vegan Beast, that's all you want on it? I'm like, yeah. I want to wear it on the day of a race.
Nice, nice.
Yeah. And ever since, I just carry that name. Hey, okay, so I'm super excited because, like Shelly mentioned, I am currently on prep. I'm actually 5 weeks away for my show. So I definitely want to go ahead and share you guys what I currently eat on prep. So Strong Mind, Strong Body, my coaches do have me on a strict prep right now. At this time, right here, I have broccoli and zucchini. I do have some vegan meatballs in here. And then I know a lot of people love to consume eggs, but guess what? I just found a product at Save Mart. It's called Just Egg, and it has less sodium, less cholesterol for you people that love to eat eggs in the morning. It's called Just Egg, and it's literally 10 grams of protein, 5 grams of carbs, and only 45 calorie intake. But this is it. I usually eat this after my protein shake for breakfast, and I put spinach in it, salt and black pepper, just for seasoning. And then I also have my carb intake, because with my body, I don't consume a lot of, white rice because of the starch. So I'm very picky about intake about, carbs. So on my carb days, I do sweet potato. I have tofu here, as well as zucchini. It's super good because if you guys don't like the flavor, you guys could always add sriracha sauce or, barbecue sauce with no sugar. They actually have those at Save Mart as well. So I want to go ahead and introduce you guys over to my new clothing launch. It's called the Vegan Beast, like Shelly mentioned, and I live by my brand. It's just because there's a whole new aspect, just in regards to being able to lift heavy on the vegan diet, and it's just amazing what my brand is going to do. So I have these cute little vegan athlete leggings here for the ladies here, and I do wear my clothing brand materials before I actually put my print on them, because I want to make sure that you cannot see your butt when you're squatting. For you ladies out there, you don't want to see your underwears there when you're squatting there. I also have this cute little sports bra, black Vegan Beast. And then I have these cute summer shorts. I've been selling out like crazy because these shorts are very comfortable. They stretch. They actually have these little lining here, right here. So when you do wear them, it makes your booty pop, ladies. So you guys gotta get some cute little shorts for the gym. And then I have this little cute purple sports bra as well. It's more covered with my brand on there. And then for you ladies that like bright colors during the summer, I have a pink sports bra as well. And I also have more products on my website, apparel, more apparel on my website, which is www.veganbeast.net. So yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, you guys could always message me on IG, message Shelly, and I'm super excited to share this information with you all. Again, follow me on Instagram, Fitness Myra on IG.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this episode of Sussex. I hope Myra gave you guys a lot of information that can become a part of your life as well. If not, I will provide you guys with her social media handle. You guys can reach out to her if you have any more questions. And also, some of you now know if you're vegan, you have an incredible clothing line that you can go purchase at veganbeast.net. Also, remember, this is Sussex, so we're more than just a brand. We're not just worried about what we can do, we're worried about what we can do for the community. And if I can help you, that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So stay tuned for more like this to come. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Find us on every social platform that you can, because we're going to try to do our best and educate you guys on as many topics as possible. So with love, you guys, I'm Shelly Hollis, and thank you again. And this has been brought to you by Sussex. Okay, one more thing. I became extremely curious on how good this food is, right? She just hooked me up with some of those meal plans you guys seen. So what I did is here in my hometown, I looked up different restaurants that are vegan. Also went out to Oakland, California and tried some of the food that was out there. And if you know Oakland, Oakland got a lot of culture and it's dope. So I contacted a few of my friends. We got together and did some stuff. So I'm working on episode 2 right now, but episode 2 is gonna be more about the food and more about the experience. So stay tuned for part 2. And right now, again, thank Vegan Beast, and I thank you.